welcome to my channel. So today is the first Tuesday that will be a regular Treat Bowl Tuesday. I did start this off with a collaboration with Kate SW and Rachel from Bales 1986 SW back in October for Vlogtober, and I noticed as well Trudy Beanie as well, she started to do some treat bowls, so we can get lots of ideas, but I kind of haven't been doing it regularly, and this is something that I want to do because I do like a little treat bowl. As I said the other day, it might not necessarily be a sweet treat bowl, because who said that a treat bowl has to be sweet? With me doing no sugar for February, basically no chocolate, sweets, crisps that contain sugar, cakes and biscuits, I'm sort of opening up a bit more to having more savoury treat bowls in the evening. So I'm going to give you some different ideas as the month goes, and I think this might be a regular thing. I don't want to completely have it just constantly sweet treats, so it'd be varied, just for your little treat bowl evening snack, or some people like to have a treat bowl sort of, I don't know, mid-afternoon or something, but just to give you sort of some ideas. But this week we are starting off with a sweet treat, and it is a Bakewell Flapjack. I saw the recipe over on Instagram. If I can remember who I've got it from, I will tag them in the drop down box below. I can't for the life of me remember who it was. It wasn't someone that I've mentioned before. I know that, but it is no one who does vlogging that I'm aware of. But I saw the recipe a little while ago, and I made it a while ago, but I forgot to vlog it because I wanted to try it first, and it's really, really nice. So let's get started. I'll show you first of all what you will need. So your main ingredient is going to be muesli. I'm using this one from Aldi. It's the Harvest Morn Swiss style, no added sugar muesli. This is my healthy extra B. So you can have 40 grams of this as your healthy extra B. There are other brands available like Alpen, I think they've got one, and obviously own brands like Tesco and Sainsbury's, but obviously just check the app to make sure that that you can have them as a healthy extra B. I'm not sure if this is the best one. It's the first time really I've bought muesli since I've been on Slimming World. I measured out 40 grams. There's quite a few like fruit in there and that, and a few little bits of nuts, but if anyone has any better suggestions, let me know. I'm also going to use a grated carrot. Obviously I haven't grated it yet. It's just a small one. 1 egg to bind it all, and almond, well, I've got vanilla almond skinny syrup. You don't actually need this, you can use almond essence. I just don't actually have any in, but you only need a teaspoon, and it is just to sweeten it. You're also going to need, I'm using black cherry. You don't actually have to use black cherry, obviously to get the Bakewell you will. You will need 4 teaspoons of this, which is 2 syns. That's 4 level teaspoons, which I've measured out here, using my little thing here. So that's 2 syns worth there, and also a teaspoon of sweetener as well, just to sweeten it as well, but I think the skinny syrup might do that. Last time I did use almond essence, but I can't find it. I think I might have borrowed it off my mum at the time. So I'll show you what you need to do next. So first of all, you're going to measure 40 grams of your chosen muesli, which I've already done, and then I'm just grated the carrot, and I'm going to pop that in there. Mix that around. Right, so now I'm going to use my teaspoon. Just be careful because there's 2 that look like teaspoons. One's a dessert spoon, or dessert teaspoon I think they call it. So I'm just using the teaspoon. Obviously with the skinny syrup it doesn't matter so much, or the sweetener, as long as it's not a tablespoon. But that's just to give it sort of the almond extract did give it quite a bit of flavour, so I think almond extract might be better. And then I'm just going to use some sweetener. Obviously you don't need to syn that because it's less than a tablespoon, unless I'm using any more the rest of the day, and it's I think half a syn a tablespoon, but some people choose not to syn that because you never used to on the old Slimming World, but I don't really use a lot of it. The other thing I need to mention is that you need to set the oven at 180 degrees. Right, so once that's all mixed up, you then need to add your egg. Now you don't need to use all your egg, it's just to bind it, so you kind of gets that, it just basically so it doesn't fall apart. So I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. Most of that's gone in there. It is only a small egg as well. Okay, I think that's absolutely fine. And then what you're going to do is split the mixture. Next up, you're going to need a dish. I'm actually using a tin foil takeaway dish. I bought a pack of those. You can get them on Amazon. Obviously new, not reused. And then I'm going to line it with some parchment paper. So once you've lined your chosen dish, you're going to put half the mixture in the bottom. I want to get it rectangle-like. Doesn't have to be perfect, does it? But there we go. So next you're going to need to melt your cherry jam or whatever jam you want to use, and I've just popped it in the microwave for 30 seconds, which basically does the job. And then you just pour it over the top evenly. You don't have to melt it, but it does go down, it does go across easier then. And then you're just going to pop the rest of the mixture on the top. So in the middle you're going to have the gooey cherry jam. I'm going to pop this in the oven now, as I said, on 180 degrees for about 25 minutes. And then I'll show you what you need to do next. So I've just taken it out of the oven. It's been in there for about 25 minutes, as I said. And it's just kind of got this like firmness on the top, like a little bit crispy. So I'm going to take out the baking paper now. And let that just cool for a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up and then just leave to cool, and then it'll be ready to eat. You can eat it like this, but I think if you want it sort of firmer and more sort of sticky and gooey, then I would personally just cut it up, leave it to cool, and then eat it later. And there is your Treatbowl Tuesday Cherry Bakewell Flapjack. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. And let me know if you do make it. And if you're over on Instagram, my Instagram tag is in the drop down box below, so do tag me over on Instagram if you make it, and let me know how you get on. Thank you for watching everyone. Take care and have a good day. Bye.